Good afternoon, everybody. Tom here. We're back. Cinematax Live. Say hello, Eli.
Hello.
Scott.
Hello.
And I see James is in the chat. James wants us to rank the Napalm Death albums. That's what he thought the show was going to be. I'll say Utopia Banished is my favorite Napalm album.
Me too.
After that, I'm not really sure.
Used to be Harmony Corruption. Now I lean for usually Utopia Banished. That's the era I like.
To me, that it's pretty easy call for me.
I'll say the Mortal Kombat soundtrack they were on.
Was Diatribes? I never liked Diatribes.
I think it was something from Diatribes.
Yeah, sorry. Anyways, we're going to be talking about Alan Clarke's Scum, the 79 version later, and then before that, just talk about what we've been watching. I have the card. This is moving slow. So, Eli, I'm sure you've been watching movies, Eli.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff. Let's see. I'm pulling up my little listy here. I've seen some good things. I just need to refresh myself. All right. So, what have I seen? So it's been 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So I've seen. Let's see. So last time we were here, did I say I saw the Lee Cronin's Mummy, or was that? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. So I saw. Okay, and I saw Over My Dead Body. Yeah, because that was when I had that good week.
Yeah.
So maybe not. Okay, not as good of a last 2 weeks, but I did see. I guess the best thing I saw was Hokum, the new Damian McCarthy movie with Adam Scott. It is really good. I was a big fan of Oddity. I think both you guys saw
it's
that.
the Oddity guy.
Yeah,
this is getting a lot of hype. I see in my YouTube feed the scariest movie of all time, Hokum.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not super scary.
Yeah.
It's getting the undertone treatment, it sounds like. You know. Oh my God. No, and it's just good.
The thumbnail's like and then they answer the question, is it the scariest movie of all time? Not even close. It's not even good.
It's
like,
it's actually terrible.
You suckered me in.
Yeah, that's bullshit these days. No, it's a good movie. It's not like super scary, but it's got really, really interesting writing. Like if you thought his writing was kind of cool and interesting on Oddity with like the kind of weird little kind of twists and turns, this one's like even way more twisty and turny. I would say I like it almost as much as Oddity, not quite as much, but it's more ambitious. Also, there's a lot more going on. Like Oddity was kind of more of a localized, like self-contained story. This one's a little bigger, and it's got a really ambiguous ending, and it's pretty cool. It's a cool movie. I was nervous because I was really anticipating it, but I was glad that I think it's one people will be talking about.
Yeah, I'll have to check this out.
Yeah, cool kind of like witchy old school kind of horror story, but pretty unique with the writing and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll the way we'll do it, we'll stick on you, Eli. I know I keep changing this, but
that's okay.
We'll just stick on you, like whatever you want to talk about, and then move to Scott, and then move to myself because I have a couple of like a poster and stuff to show.
Okay, let me see if
really just one poster, but
okay, cool. Let's see if I saw anything else worth mentioning. I'm thinking not actually. Other than that, I rewatched the first Lee Cronin movie, the Hole in the Ground is called. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that.
No, I saw that you did a review of it.
Yeah, I wanted to rewatch it. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I think that's really cool. You guys should both check that movie out too if you feel like it's. Oh yeah, I talked about it before. It's like kind of a creepy kid type movie, but I liked it actually more this time. Like I liked it the first time, and I liked it even more now. It's got like Irish mythology, or not mythology, but like Irish folklore kind of in there. It's kind of like a without giving too much away, it touches on like doppelgangers and stuff like that. I guess that's an Irish folklore. They have like a doppelganger thing, and yeah, definitely check that out. I think it's Lee Cronin's best movie. Like I thought his Evil Dead was okay, and I enjoyed his Mummy, even though it's kind of stupid. But I think his first movie is probably his best.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to say that Fear, Emptiness, Despair might be my second favorite Napalm album. I know people shit on that one because
It's
guess more-
90s.
more commercial or something.
It was on Columbia, so
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah,
it sucks.
it's Sony.
I like it. It's heavy. It's super heavy.
NFT Cursed Images. Is that a documentary on NFTs?
I hope so.
Remember NFTs?
Oh
Yeah,
God.
There's that. And Kevin Smith did that movie that was the only you could watch it by buying an NFT and getting a link on the NFT.
Oh no.
I watched a review of the movie, and from the review, I decided it wasn't worth it.
Wasn't worth buying the NFT.
Spending $100+ or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably not.
That's almost as bad as the new Vinnie Vincent album. You guys ever hear about that?
But yeah, he was trying to charge $1 million or something.
You had to pay like $1,000 per song or something. Fucking idiot.
What?
Or
Didn't
something
hear-
like that. Like by the time you bought the whole album, it was going to cost you thousands of dollars.
Originally in order to buy it, you like had to license the rights to it.
To the
So
CD that you buy.
originally he was like I think it was like $2 million or something.
What a delusional fucking asshole. Like you thought Paul and Gene were delusional. Like sounds like he's even worse.
He's the only guy to join Kiss that had an ego bigger than Gene and Paul.
Or as Abbott from Immortal pronounces it, Winnie Vincent.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys ever seen- Sorry, Europeans. I shouldn't be.
Yeah, so
Might have
it's
just been drunk.
his album is $2 million, and you get a perpetual license to use the Vinnie Vincent Invasion name. So
What are you gonna do with it?
That's why it's so expensive.
So you get to legally use the name? Like, what do you get to do? Print your merch? Or whatever? Like, I don't get it.
So there's only one copy of this album available? Is that
No, it's whoever.
anyone can license the name if they have the $2 million?
Yeah, and they get like the download, but it's in master format.
Oh, wow, you didn't say that. Okay. That makes sense.
It's confusing.
Which is not any better than a CD for playback, but they don't tell you that part of it. Yeah, and one of the songs is Poontang, Cock Teaser, Ride the Serpent. I don't know. It might be worth it.
It sounds like a Steel Panther album or
I
something.
mean, you're kind of talking me into it now. Yeah.
I only wanted if Paul and Gene play on it too. So it's basically just a Kiss album.
Yeah. Yeah, and yes, Scott's on the ball. Don't worry about it. He's got it.
I don't really like to talk about it, but I'm kind of
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah, he's modest.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a lawyer to look over that whatever that contract is.
Oh yeah, you probably should.
The rights that I'm getting for the $2 million.
Don't sign that shit. Don't sign nothing.
Yeah. So I got off on an aside, but what were we talking about? The Lee Cronin movie.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, and the Yeah, the NFT thing.
The just to throw in here, I will not see The Mummy because I was like, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Like, what is this? Is this Tyler Perry? Like, why is his name on it? Is it like some kind of rights thing they had to do that?
I think so. From what I heard, it was the studio made him do it. Like I don't think at first I thought it was because it was The Mummy. Like I thought maybe like Universal made them do it, but I heard that it was like a Blumhouse thing. They wanted him to do it. It wasn't his idea.
Oh, okay, all right.
It does sound egotistical.
Like, who the fuck are you? Shut up.
It does sound kind of like egotistical, doesn't it? Like, but when you think about it, I guess. Well, I was going to say John Carpenter did it, but he only did it like on the posters, and he didn't do it in the actual movies. Like John Carpenter's The Thing,
except for vampires.
Oh yeah, John Carpenter's Vampires. Yeah. But by then he earned it because he was John. But yeah, so it wasn't his Lee Cronin's idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably still won't see it.
It's that movie is so ridiculous, but I don't think it's like a good, maybe not necessarily a good movie, but it's a fun. It's basically like an Evil Dead movie, pretending to be a mummy movie. It's a fun watch, but yeah, it's not like a great movie at all. It's got some good gore.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been some really gross. I told you guys about that one guy that left the theater after one scene. He got up and he like made a sound, and then he got up and left. It was, to be fair, it was a pretty gnarly, like a very cringy scene. But like, come on, dude, what were you? What a pussy. I just remember I was kind of laughing a little bit.
Did you yell out "pussy" as he walked through the exit?
Pussy.
Yeah. It was like, I'm going to the bathroom.
He comes back.
He started crying.
It's like, sir, I'm a Green Beret, and I have a weak bladder.
I should have tripped him as he walked past me. Anyways, yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, pull his pants down.
I pantsed him.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's why I go to the theater. I just bully people.
Bully anyone who's not as hardcore movie fan as you.
Yeah. Or what do you guys seen?
Well, Scott, is there anything that you've seen that you wanted to discuss?
I actually went to the theater.
Woo.
And saw Over Your Dead Body.
With your wife?
Yep.
Cool.
We did not make it to Ready or Not 2, but I was like, hey, your girl's got another movie out. So we were going to say,
right? She had 2 movies she could have seen.
We really enjoyed it.
Better movie. Yeah, you picked the better one. Sorry, I'll quit cutting you off there.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone knows the premise of the couple goes to a cabin to supposedly have a nice weekend, but they hate each other and they're both planning to kill the other one. Really fun comedy with some nice twists in it, and just, I mean, more than anything, I think I just like Jason Segel and I like Samara Weaving, so yeah, it's just fun, like spending time with them in a movie.
Yeah, good characters,
good time, and surprisingly gory. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, surprisingly violent too, and like edgy too.
Have you guys seen was it Norwegian, the original film?
No.
The Trip, I think it's called.
I've heard it's fantastic.
I almost watched it and I was like, well, no, don't watch it before you go see this. That'd be dumb. So I haven't watched it yet, but I plan to.
Yeah, because then if it's awesome, then you're gonna hate the
Then I'll be that guy with my arms full of like American version stupid.
It's interesting though, because it's now I wonder if it'll be interesting to see which one you prefer after you watch, having watched them backwards, like Europeans or whatever.
Well, speaking of stupid, have you guys seen Trespass?
I've seen it. I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
This is another Dollar Tree special. But I figured, Nicolas Cage, Nicole Kidman, directed by Joel Schumacher. Like, this is a legit movie, right? I made it like a half hour in. It's your basic, like, home invasion, robbery kind of movie that you've seen a million times, like Desperate Hours or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, it's if you enjoy a bunch of people standing in a room yelling "motherfucker" at each other, then this is the movie for you.
Does Nick Cage say it a lot?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm in then.
But he does, the robbers do, like, and then every 2 seconds they're grabbing Nicole Kidman and putting a gun to her head. I'm gonna fucking blow her head off, and it's just exhausting and boring. And
I'm already like
don't want to watch
twist
in it that I couldn't care less about. So yeah, this is going in the trash. This is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that just sounds like a movie that we've seen 1,000 times, and like, why would you make it again?
Sadly, Joel Schumacher's last movie.
Wow, really? Did he die?
I think he did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think he passed away.
Okay.
Joel Schumacher. Or go ahead, Scott.
Oh, just sad to see the maker of the classic St. Elmo's Fire end up like this.
Ouch.
And Falling Down. I mean, what legit good movies did he make?
I think did he do 8mm? Because that's one I really like.
Yeah.
With Nick Cage. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite like late '90s movies.
I actually do unironically like St. Elmo's Fire, so I can't defend it. But it's one of those movies that if it's on, I just have to watch from wherever it is and watch the rest of it.
I get it.
I think I prefer the soundtrack. I think it's one of those, like, I watched the movie because I love the soundtrack. Yeah, the best example. I was going to say that Joel Schumacher. He was like really funny. If you hear stories about people working with him, he was very openly gay, and then he would just talk about like fucking his cast and.
Well, I didn't know that at all.
But or just like just doing gay jokes, but from his point of view.
I didn't know any of that. That's really funny.
And like somebody asked him why he cast Jason Patrick in The Lost Boys, and he's like, I don't cast anybody I wouldn't want to fuck.
He's still a man.
Well, like in a funny way, like he would say stuff like that when you would talk to people that work with him.
So he would say stuff like a straight man would say, but like in the other direction, basically, like
yeah, but just to get
a braggy straight man.
You funnily get a rise out of straight guys,
yeah,
say
that's
crazy stuff, kind of thing.
That is the way that like all my gay friends, that's usually like the way that we became friends, is like by them just making me really uncomfortable and intentionally like saying shit to me, like usually wins me over.
So not like assaulting people, but I mean, just jokes.
He's not Brett Ratner or
yeah,
one of those guys.
So we're doing a pivot. We were going to do the Napalm Death ranking, Joel Schumacher ranking instead.
Let's go.
So a bit of a pivot.
And probably to the interest of no one, but it is something I just watched. I had never seen Back to the Future 2 and 3, so I finally watched them. I got this set, I don't know, on sale a million years ago. Seen the first one a billion times, of course, and then by the time 2 came out, whatever age I was like, I don't care about that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone would agree. Very fine films and very fun to watch. So it took me 35 years or whatever, but I finally got there.
Yeah, I saw them in the theater. I do like the second one a lot. The third one is decent. I don't really love it, but the first one is lauded for good reason. I think it's actually really smart if you having rewatched it since when I was a kid, like the script and all the details in it is actually it's really well thought out.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece, I think.
And apparently, as long as Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale are alive, there will never be another Back to the Future movie. No reboots, no legacy sequel, no. Yeah. So I appreciate that too. This set is really cool. If you're a big fan of the movies, I don't know if it's still available, but it's got a big book in it. It's got the entire animated series on here, which sucks. It sucks shit, but if you're a completist, it's on there. Okay. Just hours of behind the scenes stuff and deleted scenes and interviews, and even like they showed the first one on NBC right before 2 came out with Leslie Nielsen hosting it, and then they had like behind the scenes stuff, but behind the scenes hyping up part 2. That's on there. I mean, any ephemera you can think of is on here. So if you're a big fan, you probably already have this, but if you weren't aware of it, it's a pretty cool set.
I have I think the basic Blu-ray set. I don't think it just has the 3 discs.
I mean, that's for me, or most people, that's probably all you need. But if you're a real sicko and need everything, it's on there.
Yeah, growing up, that's one of my favorites. That first movie, I must have watched that at least 50 times in like the early 90s.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember, I think the second and third one, did they film them back to back?
Yeah.
And then so that the third one came out exactly a year after the second one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know that. Or I forgot that, I guess.
I guess according to the special features, they wrote 2 and 3 as one movie, and then they were like, "Oh, there's no way we can do this." So that was
that would have been an epic ass movie if they had, if that was one movie. Damn. But it would have been too probably convoluted.
Yeah. And then, so anything else, Scott, that you wanted to mention?
Just one other quick one. While I was on Canopy to watch Scum, I saw George Romero's Resident Evil. It's a documentary about the Resident Evil movie that never got made, that George Romero was supposed to write and direct. Wow. It's a little long. It's about 2 hours long, and they go super in depth to the script of what it was going to be, and kind of the situation surrounding it and why they didn't pick him. And so not as much, is more detail than I wanted, but it was kind of an interesting thing to watch, and kind of got into more of George Romero's kind of bristling at the studio system and always trying to do his own thing, and why he had that old dead spot in his career where nothing ever got made. Wasn't he supposed to do The Mummy at one point too?
Yeah, he was supposed to do the Mummy, the Brendan Fraser one. It wouldn't have probably been that movie, but he was supposed to direct a Mummy movie. Yeah, that would have been crazy. But so was he potentially going to direct that very first Resident Evil movie in the early 2000s? Or
yeah, they hired him to do a TV commercial for part 2 in Japan only.
Wow.
And then based on that, whoever owned the rights got in touch with him. They had a script already that they didn't like, so then they wanted him to write a different script and direct that. So he was hired to do it, and he wrote a script, and then it kind of one of those development hell things, and it sat there for a while, and then it was being reported that he'd been fired, but nobody told him, and so he didn't know if he was even still working on it or not. Just a wacky Hollywood bullshit thing going on.
Of course.
I don't know. I mean, it sounded interesting. It sounded like it would have been a cool movie, but yeah. I think in the end they wanted to go more the action route than the horror route, and his was definitely a horror movie.
Ooh.
So is Flawless a Joel Schumacher movie? I've never seen that. Robert
Me either.
De Niro.
I don't think you've ever heard of it.
I remember the poster, but I never saw it. And yeah, I haven't really. I remember liking Contact when that came out. His Close Encounters of the Third Kind with Jodie Foster, sort of knockoff. But a lot of the other movies that Zemeckis made didn't seem real interesting to me. I wasn't really pulled in by the Here trailer, the Tom Hanks and Robin Wright pen.
Never saw it.
It's just it takes place over a long period of many years, but it's all like the same room.
Oh wow!
So it's like all the family events that happen in this one room over a span of many years.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, it came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, and then the Jodorowsky Dune documentary is pretty awesome, even though
it's great.
the way they sell it is kind of over the top, that this was going to be the greatest 6-hour movie ever made, but they sort of like really hype it up. But other than that, it's super interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. I love how like I've always been on the side of like that would have been the most interesting movie ever made, but then the other side is like it also could have just been a disaster, like a messy, just disaster. I don't know.
Yeah, also hypothetical does not mean,
Yeah,
because if it's if the production is a disaster, then the movie's not going to end up good.
and just a great concept doesn't always add up to a great movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this. I didn't watch either one, but the Exorcist prequel, that there were 2 competing versions, which was really stupid.
Neither one are really very good, so I don't think you're missing a whole lot. Schrader's is probably better, but I can see how the studio would think it was boring, because wasn't that the first one, and then they had Rennie Harlan come in.
I don't remember.
It doesn't matter, but I would say if you watch one, probably watch the Schrader one, but you don't have to watch that either.
I want to say the first one that came out was the Rennie Harlan version. Like, they fired Schrader, and then the Schrader version came out in the theaters maybe 6 months later.
Yeah.
So the Schrader version was the original version, but it came out second.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
I think you're right.
All right, Scott, was there anything else you wanted to mention?
No, not really.
Okay. Quick mention, but I restreamed WrestleMania 42. I first had to figure out how to watch it, because they keep changing. WWE keeps changing how they do their pay-per-views and shows, because I haven't really been watching any WWE. But I just one note about it. So I had to pay $30 a month for ESPN Unlimited, which I promptly canceled. So basically, I paid $30 for it, and someone timed it out, and basically between the 2 shows, there were about 90 minutes of ads for a show I paid $30 for. So I had the smart idea that I'm just going to, then on Monday stream it, and then I can skip over all the ads, right? When I restreamed it, there was an like extra 2 forced ads after every match.
Oh, jeez.
So the restream version has like an extra 15 minutes of commercials that you can't skip over. But at least I only had 15 minutes of commercials.
Wow.
So just a note on that.
I mean, the cards look terrible, and then from what I read, they lived up to it, so I had no interest at all.
Yeah, there were some decent matches. I guess it was just like, because I've at least partially seen every WrestleMania, even if I've only had it on in the background. I think so. But yeah, I'm not doing that again if that's going to be next year, what they're going to do.
Yeah, they broke me. They broke me. I think I think I might have watched the one before the pandemic, but then after that, I've seen like 2 maybe.
Because usually there's a few matches I'm interested in that I end up liking. But anyways, in the theater, I saw this Japanese movie, Exit 8. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
Okay, so I did not know anything about this, but I just saw a review of it on a horror YouTube channel, and I just thought it looked interesting. And it was only playing like 1 screening on a Saturday. So basically, this is a video game adaptation, and there's like and all the video game is like this guy is walking through a subway tunnel, and it keeps looping. And then but you have to, it's called anomaly hunting is the genre of game. So basically you have to spot creepy differences. So every time you walk through this tunnel, and then if there's like a creepy difference, you have to turn around and go the opposite direction. And that's all it is. It's like a really simple game. And then you have to loop through 8 times to be able to exit. And every time you screw up, you start back at the beginning. So that's the entire game. So what they did for this movie is there's like a 15 or 20-minute block where they basically almost exactly reproduce the game. And then they sort of build a story off of that. And it's more of a, I thought it would be more like an escape room type movie, puzzle type thing, but they go into more psychological horror direction. So I would call it like a psychological horror puzzle movie.
Sounds cool.
But it's got to be easily the most faithful video game adaptation of all time in terms of that section. Like if you just watch the gameplay and then watch the movie, like it's pretty much the same thing, that 15, 20 minutes.
So were you a fan of the game or did you check it out?
No, I didn't know anything about the game. I looked it up after I saw the movie. I looked up gameplay.
Okay. That's funny. That's
but
cool. I hadn't even heard of it.
Yeah, I thought the movie was actually really good because the main character, they actually develop an arc for the main character, which the game doesn't have. And again, it's more of a psychological horror direction, I thought. But it's a movie like sort of the repetition and sort of like the random creepiness of the movie, I think is going to turn a lot of people off. But ultimately, I ended up really liking it. I was like halfway through, I was like really not sure, but it sort of fits together late in the movie, like what the direction, what all these different things introduced mean and stuff. Yeah, it's Labyrinth, but instead of a minotaur, it's a Japanese businessman. I think that's fair. But but unless there's another movie I'm missing, is there another video game adaptation that's basically exactly like the game?
Oof, I doubt it. At least not of the mainstream ones. The mainstream ones are always like, but there might be some indie ones that I don't know about.
Yeah, I can't think of one. This is like almost exactly the same as the game. Again, that section.
I didn't know that was a whole genre of game. I remember my son playing a game like that where you had to spot differences. It was like a house, I think, and then you would go into this level and start looking around, and then if you saw something different, you had to like run or something. I don't know. I don't know the rules, but it was something like that. So I didn't know that was a whole thing.
So apparently, yeah, this game like kicked off that genre. Apparently.
Okay.
So yeah, Exit 8. And I saw Project Hail Mary. I wanted to make sure I saw it before it exited the theaters, although I think it's still playing. I think it's done really well.
It is, yeah, it's still playing.
Yeah, I ended up really liking it. This has been talked to death because also like I've listened to. There's a YouTuber, Robert Meyer Burnett. He's a huge fan of the novel, and he would talk about it and talk about the movie a lot. So I've heard a lot of discussion. So I don't really have a lot to add to it. I would just describe it like it's Interstellar meets Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but directed by Spike Jonze. I think the sort of like the rapid fire dialogue and sort of the comedy of it really elevates the material and to where it's not such a schmaltzy Hollywood movie.
That's because that's what I was worried about. I was worried about like, here we fucking go, blockbuster. Sorry.
There's like an indie comedy kind of energy to it, and I think that really helps to offset sort of the schmaltziness. And then there's like some hard sci-fi stuff in there, but they sort of run past it really quick. But it seems like, at least I didn't read the novel, but it seems like there was a lot of science thought put into the novel.
There was, yeah, from what I've heard, and like accurate stuff too.
Yeah, and that comes across in the movie, so
Yeah.
that elevates it as, it's not stupid like Independence Day or Armageddon.
It's like Armageddon for smart people.
Yeah, basically is what it is. Yeah, and I thought whoever edited this movie needs to win the Oscar, or at least be
Yeah,
nominated. It's a little early to say that, but I thought the editing was amazing because
it is.
it's 2.5 hours and it doesn't drag even for a second, at least for me.
Yeah, no, and the editing is, and I don't know, I'm not like a technical guy, and even I noticed like, god damn, this editing is crazy. Like just the way it's put together and the scenes kind of jump around. Like god damn, it's a masterful editing job.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't really have a lot else to add, but yeah, I thought it was really good. Just maybe a little more schmaltzy than what I normally like,
Yeah, totally.
but yeah, still really good.
Yeah, I can't see anyone watching it and being like, I hate this. Like, really? You hate this movie? Like, I think it could like pretty much please anyone,
And it is really just it's designed to, appeal to an entire family. Which they have the rock guy making the funny noises and doing the little dances and stuff because they're trying to appeal to everybody basically. But I think it more or less succeeds.
I like how, what was the movie they were watching? Oh yeah, a stupid question. They were watching
Rocky.
Rocky, yeah, because he names him Rocky after they watch it together. That
Yeah.
was cool.
Weird strategy, making a movie that all kinds of different people can enjoy, so that maybe a lot of people go see it.
Yeah, it's really hard to do though.
Yeah, but it seems like they don't try that much anymore. It's like a comic book movie, or I don't know. I did this. I didn't make it to the theater to see it. I guess I still could, but it really did feel different to me. Like, oh, this is what like a big movie used to be, like a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, but I think that's the sort of direction it goes. It's like we take this well-worn Hollywood crowd pleaser formula, but we're gonna do it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it was just schmaltz, Close Encounters knockoff, I don't think I would have liked it.
I really don't know much about the plot, but just going on what a friend of mine told me about why he liked The Martian. He's like, it's a movie about smart people doing smart things and solving problems, which you don't ever see. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I can see that'd be interesting.
Yeah, and I have not seen The Martian, but I've heard people compliment it, and that they have actual hard science fiction in that movie and in the novel, and you usually don't get that especially in any Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
If there is like if there's the hero is a biologist trying to save the world or whatever, they don't really get into like what they're actually doing. They figure the audience is too stupid to be able to follow that.
Well, the writers probably don't know either. So
Yeah.
And the writer's too stupid to explain it and didn't want to do any research.
But else, yeah, the other point is that the actual science that's sort of sets up the story, when it gets into the more made up stuff later on, it makes it feel more grounded and organic. Because if you're just like 10 minutes in, you're just making up terms.
yeah,
It's like, oh, this is obviously just bullshit. But if you sort of have a foundation of actual science, it really helps with the believability.
It was also cool how like Rocky, he wasn't just like a gray alien or a green alien or something, because it's how like most scientist theories are, if there are aliens out there, they're not going to look like people, like even though Rocky did still look like a human could see that and be like, that's a creature. But like, I just thought it was cool that it was something not like something that we haven't seen before. It wasn't just an alien a design that we've already seen a variation of.
Yeah, and I do like the design elements of the movie, like all the little trinkets he makes
Yeah.
and how that's all designed is unique.
Yeah.
And then his vision
Yeah.
is unique.
Yeah.
Um,
And then the fact how like there's a lot of smart stuff in it, like how he's talking about how Rocky, like he understands certain things, and then there are certain things that he doesn't. Even when it comes to like science, like he doesn't understand. I can't remember what it was, but like
yeah, the theory of relativity was
he has
it?
no concept of it.
Yeah, and then but the way they do it is they're both intelligent species,
Yeah.
humans and the rock creatures, but they have different understandings. Like the rock guy understands certain things better than humans do, and
Yeah.
then vice versa.
Which makes sense to me. It's
You
cool.
know? Yeah, and there's a lot of cool details. So it might be worth reading the book one day. But I have so many books stacks of books that I have not even opened.
I know. Yeah, I heard the book's great, but will I get to it ever? Probably not.
Yeah, typical movie adaptations. If there is like more sciencey stuff in the book, they usually just take that out of the movie adaptation.
Yeah, like have you guys ever read Jurassic Park?
No.
It's like really sciencey. I read because I read it like when it came out, and so I was obviously probably too young to really understand a lot of it. But it's like the first like 50 pages is really really sciencey, and they took all that shit out of the movie because it would have bogged it down. It would have made it kind of boring.
Yeah, one example I can think of is the Who Goes There, the novella that the thing was based on had more science in the novella, and that sort of cut out in both versions, I think.
Interesting. Makes sense.
There's another movie I watched last night, which I just rented on Amazon, and it came out a couple weeks ago, and it's something I saw the trailer for somehow. And I'll show you the poster. Okay, here we go. It's a pretty cool poster, pretty good trailer. It's called Saturnalia,
Cool name too.
and it's I would describe this is trying to be Suspiria meets House That Screamed, which is a Spanish movie from the late 60s, meets All the Colors of the Dark, which is a psychological giallo. I did not think this was very good. This is obviously like a very low budget movie, but it has a lot of cool lighting and design elements to it. But it just oh shit. But it just feels like they had these cool lighting ideas and sort of the design elements. I don't want to give it away, but
Dude, really?
and then just filled out the rest of the movie. A lot of it feels very uninspired. It's basically like it's the setup is like Suspiria, so it's like a new student at a boarding school, and there's an evil headmistress that's a little dominatrixy, and then several of the students are killed, and then so all it is like the first half, the lead girl, she has dreams, and then the second half, people start getting killed, so then she investigates, but it doesn't really work that. They're going for like a giallo thing, but it doesn't really feel like a giallo to me. Like there's just it just feels like a generic murder mystery.
Oh.
And then it's not really a horror movie. And then I think they're going for like a campy Mean Girls thing. Like they have these two girls that are bullying her. I don't know. But I think the the opening and the ending are actually pretty cool. But I wouldn't exactly recommend the movie.
Yeah. Too bad.
Any shower scenes?
No. No nudity.
None. Jeez.
And the murders aren't that interesting, except for the first one. Yeah. So Saturnalia, and it was filmed around Richmond.
Oh,
And I worked on a couple movies that were shot around Richmond. But I don't think I know anybody that worked on it. But they it looked like they rented this estate, which is actually really cool looking. But apparently, there's an estate in the Richmond area that you can rent for weddings, and apparently for Suspiria knockoff movies.
Smart idea, though. They're like, hey.
So I think that actually works, like the location. So yeah, I assume you guys have never heard of this, but
No.
I don't know how it got on my radar, but just that something that's like a Suspiria ripoff or a Neo Giallo.
Yeah, no, I could see that. Yeah.
Do you guys want to watch a trailer?
Sure.
Not like you have a choice.
It's promising.
Sonny Justice commanded the most lethal attack squad in the armed forces. 6 women. Incredibly beautiful.
You looking for action?
And incredibly dangerous.
I've never enjoyed hitting anything that couldn't hit back.
They were discharged and forgotten.
You can't go home again, Sonny.
I'm too young to feel like the best part of my life is behind me.
But a vicious killing
They're saying it was an accident, but I think she was murdered.
brings the sexy assassins together again.
Special forces team?
So you still the best?
And this time,
We'll match them weapon for weapon.
it's their own private war.
You're gonna pay for this.
This film features Mark Singer from Beastmaster 1, Beastmaster 2, and Body Chemistry.
Don't underestimate me.
Also starring Finn Carter from Tremors.
I want to clean up that town.
Plus a cast of gorgeous female killing machines.
That's right, 6 women.
Revenge is bitter,
I want to see you when I kill you, Revis.
but justice is sweet. Sweet Justice, rated R.
I can't let you go.
The latest home video release from Triborough Entertainment.
That was cool.
I got this on Laserdisc, and check out this back cover.
Damn, that's awesome. That's
That's
really
hot
cool.
This is not quite as good as the trailer would have you believe. But this is another one that's only on VHS and Laserdisc. Oh, actually, no, there was a DVD released in the late 90s. Scratch that. But this is basically a mayor is killed by a German Shepherd. And her sister happens to be, her name is Sonny Justice, happens to be the biggest badass of all time. She fights in intergender kickboxing, so she beats up other men in kickboxing fights. That's her job.
Intergender kickboxing, is that a thing anywhere?
No, I don't know if there are any maybe in Russia. I don't know if any athletic commissions would sanction intergender kickboxing.
I kind of hope not. No offense, ladies.
Yeah.
I think women are just as good at kickboxing as men.
Oh, there are some badasses for sure.
I want some back pats on Twitter.
I will say women are on average naturally more flexible, so that Jean-Claude Van Damme excluded, but they can do it's easier for them to do some of those high kicks, I would think.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fight like Amanda Nunes, or you ever seen that? Like UFC?
Well, she would murder you.
Dude. Literally, she's a savage. She's a killer.
Yeah, and the kickboxing fights, the ring girls are shirtless beefcake guys. So this is, I think they're saying that this is like a feminist movie, is what they're setting up.
That's cool.
How progressive.
I dig it.
Yeah, so it is a feminist movie, but it's like a 1991, so it's a holdover from the 80s. So there's only one gratuitous shower scene instead of 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Eventually, feminist movies, they decided we can't have any gratuitous nudity. You remember that? That was a dark day in moviedom, and Scott remembers it clearly, I'm sure.
Where did we go wrong?
He
We had it
chooses
so good and we ruined it.
he chooses to not remember that.
I don't watch anything after 1988.
So for some reason, the mayor was killed by the German Shepherd because she discovered an illegal toxic waste dump site. So apparently there's the evil land developers. They have a German Shepherd to kill off any officials that find there.
That's quite the assassin. You know, you could hire a human, or you could just get a dog.
I feel like this is still back in the day, like German Shepherd would be more synonymous, or people would think of German Shepherd as an animal for killing, but not so much the case now. That's what it seems like to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like back then that was the thing. When you saw German Shepherd on TV, it was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's gonna
he go fuck something up.
Yeah,
they're I mean, they're like dogs used commonly in military and law enforcement and stuff. So they're tough.
I guess so.
They are tough dogs. You don't want to get attacked by one. I'll tell you that much.
I feel like at some point it switched to more pit bulls. Like if they were going to have like an evil gangster with the dog people, they would have a pit bull instead of a German Shepherd,
or a Doberman if you want to go really classy.
Yeah.
The pointy ears.
So basically, so Sonny Justice, she was part of a secret elite army commando squad of ladies. So she reunites her squad in order to take out these evil land developers. Yeah, that was the day the music died for Scott. When gratuitous nudity started to get frowned upon.
They need to make a movie, Sonny Justice meets China O'Brien.
Yeah.
Remember China O'Brien? That was a cool movie.
Cynthia Rothrock. China O'Brien 2. I have China O'Brien 2 on VHS.
I didn't know there were sequels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does this lady have to go like gather up the team one at a time like the Blues Brothers?
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah, you have to assemble your team. You have to get the right people. You got to one by one hand select your crew.
Yes. So one of the girls runs a dojo, and I think they just it's just men that sign up for the dojo to get kicked in the balls.
Pick me, please.
I think is what this is. So she walks in the dojo and they ask the leader of the dojo, "Hey, are you still the best?"
Damn
literally, that's the first recruiting line. Are you still the best?
Because you can tell me if you're not. Like, don't be.
And what can you say to that? You can't say no. I'm not even top 20.
No.
I'm looking at the cast list because I thought I saw Kathleen Kinmont in there, which I did.
Kathleen Kinmont from Halloween 4.
That's right.
And the Snake Eater movies, and former Miss Lorenzo Lamas.
Oh, what a lucky lady.
Lorenzo Lamas. Yeah, I remember that guy. I was a big fan back in the 90s.
But I'm seeing also Mickey Rooney is in this movie.
Mickey Rooney gets punched in the face and knocked the fuck out. He's just the guy that runs the corner store, and then the thugs come in and knock him out.
That's the best you could do for Mickey. That's the role you'd give him.
He was like 90 at the time.
You get punched in the face.
He falls like a sack of shit.
Did he just want to be around some hot ladies? Is that what was going on?
I think this is. You remember when he protested against Silent Night, Deadly Night,
and then made one,
and then made Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5.
Yeah,
that was like the year before. I think this was, and he was going to take any paycheck that came his way.
Okay,
that's fair. That's fair. At that point, it's like money any way you can make it.
And then so one of another girl that Sonny recruits, she walks into a strip club because the former elite Army commando now currently has a job as a stripper.
Hey, gotta pay them bills.
Yeah.
Gotta pay them
empowering.
bills. Yeah. Plus, it keeps you in shape, so you're literally battle ready at all times. It's
Yeah.
pretty smart, if you ask me. Good money, good exercise.
A lot of commandos do pole dancing to keep in shape.
They do. Yeah, I would know this. So would you.
Uh,
Being
so,
ex-commandos, both of us. Sorry, Tom. I know you weren't an
that's okay.
ex-commando like us, but
No, but and then also this was a year after the Night of the Living Dead remake, and the star was Patricia Tallman, who played Barbara in that remake. And this is
ooh.
what she was doing a year later.
I saw her name and I was like, I knew she was a stunt woman, so I didn't know if she was just did stunts on it or was actually.
So the Tom Savini Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
You're talking about. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a great movie.
I always liked her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she fits this role, and she's like tall and physically imposing and redhead. Yeah, and I think Branscombe Richmond
It's quite the name.
is in this.
I love it. Branscombe Richmond.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And that's it. I will say the first 30 minutes of this are boring, but then it gets kind of fun. There's the in the middle of the movie is the training montage when she gets the team all together.
Oh yeah.
Then the training montage stops, and then they have the gratuitous shower scene where all the girls get together and shower because they've worked hard all week, punching a bag and chopping a thing of wood and whatever else. And then they're done with the spa nudity, and then the montage continues.
Oh my god, a continuing montage. Wow.
So there's the 5-minute feminist action training montage, but with the spa nudity break in the middle, because they realized it was a little too long. We need to give the audience a break.
Wow. I like it. You got to play with that montage formula. See, that's revolutionary.
Yeah.
We should do like a top one of these days. We should do like a top favorite montage scenes. I mean, I know there's a
I
lot.
thought you were going to say top shower scenes.
We can do that too. I'm sure you already have your list, but we can do a montage would be cool. I'm a big fan of like classic, like just great 80s montages. I mean, you'd have millions to choose from, but
like training montages?
Yeah, training, especially training montages. Yes.
Wow, that's a good question.
Yes, I should be specific. I mean, obviously got all the Rocky ones are pretty top notch, but in fact, Rocky might be like almost the prototype for like a great training montage. What do you think? Do you think someone did it before Rocky? Probably. But I don't know.
The first Rocky?
Yeah, I mean, obviously some of the other Rockies have better montages, but like especially the one where he fights Drago and stuff. But I think every Rocky movie has a great, where he's fucking running out in the snow and doing anything but lifting actual weights.
That is a good question. I would have to really think about it.
Yeah, but there's nothing to me like growing up as a kid. There's like nothing cooler than like a great training montage. It just gets you so pumped. The music,
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, it's just right now thinking about. I'm getting like pumped.
Yeah, and apparently Patricia Tallman was a stunt woman on the remake of the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. I don't think I've seen that.
I like Daryl Hannah though.
Was that a Roger Corman production? I don't remember.
That's what I thought.
I remember it existing, but I don't remember who was involved or.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was at least a Corman studio movie. I could be wrong. Oh, hey, I didn't notice that was the person that left that comment was it wasn't James.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Yeah, Portia.
I read that as just assumed it was James.
I wish I was named Portia.
Dude.
That'd be a cool name. My name's boring.
I wish I had a Porsche.
Yeah.
I'd probably just crash it.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Christopher
Christopher
Guest?
Guest directed it?
What?
Wow.
Well, it still might have been a Corman studio.
Oh, I bet it says about HBO.
Oh,
production.
HBO, you're right. Shit.
Might
what
have
the
been,
fuck?
yeah, made for HBO.
I mean, I doubt it's Corman because that'd be like, that'd
Yeah.
be 2 people you'd have to pay. He's not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm actually intrigued by this movie.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
I just watched a Christopher Guest movie the other day. I watched Best in Show for the first
Nice.
time.
But that's a great one.
It's a great movie.
Waiting
Yeah,
for
never
Guffman
saw it.
is still my favorite out of all those. But Best in
Okay.
Show is great. That's my second favorite.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd never seen it. Prior to that, so it was cool.
I have a couple Blu-rays I can show off. So this is Arrow just released this. This is Wandering Ginza Butterfly 1 and 2 double feature. Starring Miko Kaji. I don't know if I love this artwork. It's going for like a pop art thing. No, it's the same. Or no, it's not the same.
It's very colorful. I haven't seen the original, so I don't have a
I
comparison.
don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, at least it's a bold decision. I'll say that.
Is it a reversible cover though? Can you flip it?
Oh, maybe.
It's Arrow, so I bet you can.
Oh, yeah, it's just the same.
Oh, shit.
It's just these two like,
Wow.
sort of pop
Okay.
art things.
That's weird. Usually they'll give you like the original cover on the inside. What the fuck?
Yeah, the original.
Yeah. I like to switch it around. It makes me feel fancy.
Yeah. Me too. I like to choose which I like more.
I've seen Blu-ray reviews where the reviewer complains if there aren't 3 covers.
What? 3? How do you get 3?
The slip and then
Oh,
yeah,
like
like
the slip.
The slip is different, and then the front is different, and the reversible is different. Like they'll bitch and moan and call the company lazy.
well, since that slip is the same as the cover, can you destroy it? Is that a one-time only thing?
Sure.
I like when they
We wanna hype it
different
up.
stuff. Oh,
Fuck yeah.
oh!
There we go.
Someone just shit their pants.
Nerd tears are flowing.
Yeah. Yeah. I like when they do like different 3 different covers, but like I'm not gonna complain when it doesn't happen.
Well, to me, yeah, I don't need 3 covers if there's one awesome cover,
Yeah.
then I'm good. It's like
Yeah.
if there's multiple covers and it's like they're all equally shitty, and I decide which one I like.
Yeah.
But if you just have one awesome cover, then I'm good.
Me too.
Yeah, so Miko Kaji, she's in the Female Scorpion series and also Lady Snowblood.
Oh, yeah.
She's a gangster that's released from prison for killing a Yakuza member, and then she gets a job as a club hostess, and then the Yakuza try to take over the club, so she fights back. There's one interesting aspect I wanted to bring up with this, which is basically there's a scene where she basically dresses up like Lady Snowblood and uses the same umbrella sword that Lady Snowblood uses. But this movie was filmed like 2 years before Lady Snowblood.
Sick.
So I had previously thought that was an homage to Lady Snowblood, but it's before Lady Snowblood.
So it's a reverse.
So I don't know if it's just a coincidence or so Lady Snowblood was based on a manga, but that manga came out after this movie. So is it a thing where the manga was influenced by this movie and then Miko Kaji ended up getting cast in the movie?
I bet
Or-
you somebody somebody would have an answer.
I
bet.
Googled it and didn't
Did
see
you?
anything.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Reddit maybe, but you didn't
Yeah,
find
I
it.
tried Googling it, but I
Okay.
did not see anything. So
I always wanted to read a manga that was related to movies, or a manga that movies were made of. Because I've seen some really cool ones. I've never owned a manga or manga, a manga. I've always wanted to read like the Tomea. Have you ever heard of the Tomea series?
Yeah.
I've checked out the manga. It looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, the one I would want to check out would be the Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yeah, that'd be awesome too.
But there's a lot of different. A friend of mine has all of them. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, I bet there is.
So that is my question.
If anyone can help us.
She's clearly doing Lady Snowblood like 2 years before Lady Snowblood was a thing. So was Lady Snowblood influenced by Wandering Against a Butterfly, or is it just a weird coincidence?
Yeah, I guess it could be.
Yeah. Also, Sonny Chiba is in the sequel.
Oh.
So these are pretty good. I don't like them as much as the Female Scorpion movies and the Lady Snowblood movies. I just wanted to point out that last month there were 2 screenings, 2 Mako Kaji retrospectives, one in New York and one in Chicago. And she was actually at both screenings. So this is her.
That's cool.
This is in Chicago. And then this is the poster for the New York screenings.
That's cool. I like it.
So this is something that I would have loved if they had done one in DC. I could have attended, but that didn't happen.
Yeah. Damn, that would have been cool.
Oh.
Have you ever?
Just clicking on the wrong things. All right. Yeah, so that's Wandering Against a Butterfly. I think I'm going to run to the restroom.
Go for
it. Drinking coffee and Gatorade.
Together.
So I have I have 3 more. What time is it? Maybe I'll just do 2 more mentions. Well, yeah, let me run to the restroom and then I'll have 2 more Blu-rays I'll show off.
Cool.
I had to get rid of this freaking cat.
he's been bothering you the whole time.
Holy shit. I mean, usually they come in and mill around for a while and then they get bored and leave. He's been in here for an hour straight, knocking his head on things. I'm not going to show it because I'm embarrassed. This room is a disaster. With stacks of stuff everywhere.
Oh, I know. I'm the same way.
Collapse.
Yeah.
So
he probably thinks you're doing something cool. Well, he probably heard you talking and he was like, "Oh, he's doing something cool. I need to be part of that."
I need to go annoy him.
Yeah. That's when that's the worst thing the worst part about pets is when they're most annoying when you're not paying attention to them, when you have something to do.
Yeah, right.
That's when they want the most attention.
Yep.
It's like they can sense it. They're like, all right, they're doing something that they want to be left alone. I don't like that.
How can I make this about me?
Yeah. Yeah. And they do. And they make it to where there's nothing you can do either. You just have to give in to them completely.
Yep.
There's unless you just want to create a scene.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to lock him in the basement, but
hey,
it wasn't stopping. I was waiting for him to get bored, and he wasn't getting bored.
He did it to himself.
That's right. That's right. It hurt me more than it hurt him.
So I have another unsolved mystery with this other Blu-ray, similarly to the Wandering Against a Butterfly thing. Breaking Glass. This is the 1980 punk rock movie. This actually does have a different slipcover.
That's cool. I like that. See,
It's
it's
embossed.
not so hard, is it?
And it does have, this has 3 covers.
As it should. No.
Or even, there you go.
See, that is cool.
So this is Fun City Editions. Last show I talked about, ladies and gentlemen, the Fabulous Stains.
Oh yeah.
So this would be sort of the British equivalent. I would say one of the quintessential punk rock movies, but it's basically Hazel O'Connor plays a London punk singer, and she rises to fame and gets a major record deal, but gets burnt out dealing with the corruption of the music industry, and they want her to sell out. So it's more like a major label punk rock kind of story. But the thing I wanted to, and I think this movie is really good. I have the soundtrack, but I'm not a big fan of the songs, but I think they fit the movie really well. But it's not something I want to really replay the soundtrack. But the ending sort of sellout scene, that there's like a sci-fi punk rock show that her band performs. And this movie was filmed in 1979. And I'm going to show you, this is sort of spoilery, but I'm going to show you a still. Here we go. See, look,
Wow.
it's like Tron, is
Yeah.
it not?
It's like Tron meets David Bowie.
So this, but I'm not going to show the whole thing, but it's like, obviously it looks like Tron, but it was filmed in 79. And then Tron came out in 1982.
Interesting.
And again, I Googled it and I can't find any information in terms of Tron being influenced by this movie, or if it's a coincidence, or if anyone was even asked about it.
Yeah.
But I think either like the design of Tron was based off of the ending of this movie, or it's just a coincidence.
Interesting.
But I think if you're a Tron fan, you'd probably want to see this movie and check out especially that last scene. I know there's Tron.
I'm sure you looked, but were there people who worked on this that worked on Tron?
I did not get that deep into it. I don't think so. I think that would have come up when I Google it. Although Google it was just a couple people discussing the same idea and not being able to find an answer.
You'd have to almost ask
a connection between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get weird things like that do happen. That it just is a coincidence, but it is kind of it wasn't even like you squint and look and go, oh, that's kind of like Tron. As soon as you put it up, I was like, oh, that's Tron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's even more obvious if you watch the scene.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. They're not riding like motorcycles or anything, are they?
No,
Okay.
They don't have the light cycle.
That would be a little too.
That's a little big budget for punk rock.
Yeah.
They're really sold out now. They got light cycles and they're doing little stunts on stage.
Sellouts.
Yeah.
So that movie was 79. That's pretty cool because that's still in like the original punk heyday. Like
that's when it was shot.
Yeah. Interesting timing. It wasn't like 10 years later or something.
Yeah, it captures that time really well.
Oh, that's cool.
And finally, I've talked about this label before, Radiance Films.
Yeah.
There's a US Radiance and a UK Radiance.
I've been seeing those movies pop up. Those Radiance releases pop up at this the movie store I go to, just kind of out of the blue. Like they've just been ordering them lately.
Yeah, and mostly they seem to release obscure foreign films.
Really obscure, I've noticed.
Yeah. But the Radiance UK has a new sub-label for cult movies. And the first one they released was Night of the Juggler. And they're also releasing the Nick Cage movie Vampire's Kiss.
Oh, cool.
And have you seen that movie Highway to Hell?
Oh yeah.
I
Uh,
think
Chad
I
Lowe
own it.
and Christy Swanson, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe the greatest cameo of all time.
I think I have.
Is there's
Gilbert
like
Gottfried.
the bar in hell. Hitler is at a bar, and they got Gilbert Gottfried to play Hitler.
I love Gilbert.
I loved that movie when when it came out. Haven't seen it since. Does it hold up?
I've not seen it in a long time.
Okay.
Probably not.
Neither.
Yeah.
But one of their other releases, which is the only one I have, which I just got in like a week ago, is The Stuntman. So I had to import this, so I got it from diabolicdvd.com. And this is a big, fat, thick guy. This is 1980. And there's a bunch of stuff and covers. Here's Peter O'Toole, Steve Railsback.
That's cool.
And then, so it's got hits the 3 cover quota.
Oh yeah.
It's the most important part of this.
How many covers? Who's gonna one up that? 4 covers is the new thing.
Yeah, but it's just going to keep going up because it just used to be 1 cover, and then it was 2, and now it's 3. So it's going to be 4 at some point. Like
it has to be, right? You only can go up.
fanboys are going to be like, "Where are my 4 covers?"
Yeah.
Lobby cards.
Oh, those are cool.
And a poster, a book.
That's a nice set. Damn.
This is the poster. So you do have to import this from the UK, but it is region free, and this is 4K and Blu-ray.
You could just have Simon send it to you.
Yeah, just annoy Simon, and and he loves going to the post office.
He'll just attach it to a drone and just ship it. He'll just fly the drone over.
Yeah. Yeah, I really love this movie. I must have been like importing it. Must have been like $50 or $60. I don't remember, but it wasn't cheap. But I wanted to get this because I really love this movie. It has a completely unique. I assume, do you guys ever seen this movie or know anything about it?
No, I don't think so.
I've heard of it, but no, I've never been interested, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Steve Railsback is this guy. He's on the lam from the cops. And he's doing these stunts, but in real life. And he runs onto a movie set where they're filming a World War I action movie. And then Peter O'Toole is the director. And he's like, "Hey, you do this stuff really well. You want to be a stuntman in my movie?" And so he agrees because then he'll have cover from the cops because he'll be wearing a World War I outfit.
Smart.
Yeah. And then Peter O'Toole is just a crazy megalomaniac director. And like he has a line like he says, "God wishes he could do the tricks I could do." Like he's above God complex, like he's above God in his own mind. But basically it becomes like a paranoia thing where Steve Railsback increasingly does these crazier and crazier stunts in this movie, and he thinks that Peter O'Toole wants to basically get like an on-screen death into his movie, and have Steve Railsback do the on-screen death, and then Steve Railsback is becoming paranoid, thinks that Peter O'Toole is trying to kill him in this way by doing a stunt so crazy that he's going to die on screen. That's the plot of this movie, and it's kind of a comedy and kind of a movie satire. And then Peter O'Toole is amazing in it, and he's obviously drunk the entire movie, but playing a sober guy. So I have to say, this is like the best drunk acting performance of all time, but reverse drunk acting. So not somebody pretending to be drunk, but a drunk playing a sober character.
Pretending not to be drunk.
Yeah.
Interesting reversal there.
I guess I don't know much about Peter O'Toole. Is he like a notorious drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a book, like he would drink with what's the name of the book? Fuck. Let me look this up. It's supposed to be an amazing book, and I bought it, but I have not read it yet, of course.
You know who my favorite Hollywood drunk is? Is the oh shit. As soon as I go to say it, the British guy. He was in.
Well, Richard Burton was one of the guys he would drink with.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
God, what's the guy I'm thinking of? Isn't that? You guys know him. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, so the book is Hellraisers: The Life and Inebriated Times of Richard Burton, Richard Harris, Peter O'Toole, and Oliver Reed.
Oh jeez.
So it's all just drinking stories between these four, getting together and getting blackout drunk. But I haven't, it's supposed to be amazing, but I haven't read it yet. But yeah, Stuntman, I think is really amazing and unique, and it's pretty funny too. And it actually has like a bunch of crazy stunts, even though it's a World War I movie. Like there's one where they're doing a chase on top of these buildings, and these guys are flying off and crashing into houses, and this one guy crashes into a brothel onto a couple fucking.
What are the odds?
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. I think this movie's awesome. And then there's a entire feature making of documentary where the director goes into the entire history of getting the movie made and the sort of struggle getting it theatrically wide released and everything else they had to go through. So it's actually a really good making of documentary. And one last thing. So the director is Richard Rush, who got nominated for the Best Director Oscar for The Stuntman. And he had a really weird career because he was prolific in like the late 60s and early 70s. But then from the mid 70s onward to his death, he only directed 2 movies. So The Stuntman in 1980, and then the other movie, which I just got on Laserdisc, you may have seen this, is The Color of Night, 1994.
Wow.
Starring Bruce Willis's cock.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, forgot about that.
And that's it. So from like 1975 onward, he directed 2 movies, and then he passed away a couple of years ago.
I think I might have heard about Richard Rush on a podcast. I'm trying to recall it. What he was doing during all that time. He was a writer, right? Didn't he write scripts?
Yeah, I mean, there's just a ton of projects he was trying to get off the ground. The big one was the movie with Robert Downey Jr., Air America, and I think Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
He was trying to adapt that, and then that fell through, and then it eventually got made. But that was like the big project he was trying to develop.
Okay.
And he was trying to develop stuff, get stuff made the entire time, probably, but it just didn't happen. He's quite the character in the documentary, very entertaining to listen to.
I've not seen The Color of Night, but I watched the Red Letter Media video about it. It looks
I think that's what I've
hilarious.
seen too. Yeah.
But I think probably watching the movie would not be as fun as watching them talk about it. So
Usually not.
Yeah, Color of Night was like a late 90s classic, cable classic.
I'd watch it.
The era of
trashy, giallo-esque erotic thriller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous. All right, I think that's it. Oh god.
So just in case I run across any laser discs, you just want any laser disc? Because you have the color of night, so I'm like, it seems like you just want anything on laser disc.
I want that movie because it's trashy stupidity.
Oh, okay, all right.
But I'm running out of. I don't really have space. I'm like maxed out.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
But I did not own that movie, and the Blu-ray is out of print and pretty expensive.
Really?
Yeah. So I got the Laserdisc for like $5.
I mean, I'm including myself in this, but what is wrong with us? Like a movie like that, it's out of print. Like, oh shit, I need it, $200.
Yeah.
Like it's terrible. Why do you want it?
I know.
But I do it too.
Yeah, I think Freebie and the Bean is like the original buddy cop comedy. It's actually really funny. That's a previous movie Richard Rush directed, maybe from '73 or so. Alan Arkin.
I like a good buddy cop movie. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about Scum. This is the poster. 1979. So I have some like interesting background on the movie and the director. So this is the director is the British director Alan Clarke. I'm assuming you guys did not really. Oh shit! I clicking the wrong. Did not really know much about Alan Clarke.
I didn't.
No, I mistakenly thought he was the guy who did The Wall, but that's another Clark, right?
Well, yeah, he didn't do The Wall. Oh, that was the guy who did Angel Heart.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not even close. Alan Parker. That's not
Alan
Clark
Parker.
at all. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, so Alan Clarke was mainly a British TV director, and except for he only directed 2 theatrical movies, I think. Scum, 1979, and then a movie called Rita Sue and Bob 2. Other than that, like everything is just made for TV and TV shows. And then he died in 1990. And I'm a big fan of the stuff that I've seen, which is not a lot. So there's the movie. I have The Firm, Made in England, and Elephant on DVD. Those are the movies besides Scum that were released on DVD in the US. I think pretty much all of his movies are available in the UK on Blu-ray or in some other forms. So like one famous movie that he did was called Elephant. It was produced by Danny Boyle, and this is 1989, I think. And it inspired the Gus Van Sant movie Elephant.
Okay.
And it's just he just took 18 killings during the Troubles in Northern Ireland and filmed them. But there's no dialogue, no story, no characterization. It's just the 18 killings.
Wow.
And the movie's 40 minutes long.
Wow.
And it was sort of, and it aired on British TV, and it was sort of a deal there at the time that this movie shouldn't be shown. It's offensive, and what's the point of it? And I think it's just like this, just to show that he was just trying to show, I guess, like the brutality of what was going on. Like it didn't matter whose side was on whose side, because you in the movie you don't even know who's Catholic and who's Protestant. It's just you're just following a guy, and he's either going to kill somebody or going to get killed himself.
Damn.
So it's almost like a slasher movie.
It's bleak. It's pretty bleak, is what it is.
Yeah, it's like if you took 2 slasher movies, like IRA killing slasher movies, and then just cut out all the dialogue and the plot.
Crazy.
Um, and then there's a movie called The Firm, which is Garrett starring Gary Oldman, and he's amazing in it. He plays like the ultimate football hooligan, but he's like an upper scale football hooligan, and he has almost like a mini crime family of football hooligans that he's in charge of, and they just go around and be racist and start fights and stuff and get drunk. And I mean, we know. I assume we know how good Gary Oldman can be.
Yeah, he's. I don't think I've seen what Gary Oldman in a movie that old, so that he was young. We're talking like a young Gary Oldman.
Yeah,
like 20s or.
Maybe like late 20s.
Oh, okay, that's cool though. And you said Danny Boyle from 1989. That was crazy. I never heard his name that going that far back.
Danny Boyle produced Elephant.
Was Danny Boyle a producer before he was a director? He must have been, huh?
I guess like a TV producer.
Yeah, or he might have been doing directing shorts and shit like most people do.
Maybe a TV producer in Scotland.
Cool.
And then maybe my favorite Alan Clarke movie is Made in Britain, with Tim Roth plays a skinhead.
Tim Roth, skinhead, wow.
Yeah, and it's like the inverse of Scum, in that he's a skinhead in like the juvie system, but he's like the scumbag that doesn't play by the rules, wants no part of society, and then there's actually his superiors actually are trying to help him. So they're actually kind of good guys, but he does not want to listen to anything they have to say. Yeah, then a lot of
these out. Sorry,
most of his other movies I haven't seen. They're not really available. I saw that there were some on YouTube that people uploaded to YouTube, so I might eventually watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the more interesting things, so I'm going to get into this, so Portia mentioned this, that this movie was reshot.
Yeah, I actually did check out part of the 77 thing just to see what it looked like. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched part of it.
Yeah, and I have a single clip of it just to show a difference. But basically, originally Scum was filmed. There was a 77 version that was filmed for the BBC, but it was banned. And then there was, an outcry amongst the press, and then they had a press screening, and there was a producer at the press screening, and he loved that version of the movie, and then agreed to produce a theatrical version. So what they did, so 2 years later, this is the theatrical version. So they had close to the same script and a lot of the same cast.
Yeah, I saw that.
But there are some differences. Go ahead.
Sorry, that was a question I had. Was this an expanded version of the 77 film that they shot, or was it totally reshot?
Reshot.
It's totally reshot.
Okay.
So basically, the script is close.
Very close. At times it's the same, but I didn't watch the whole thing. But yeah.
Yeah, the script is close. It's maybe 15, 20 minutes longer. So there's some extra stuff in there. A lot of the cast is the same.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Like if you hadn't seen the movie before, you'd be confused, or you'd probably watch one and not even realize that you're watching the wrong one. I'm also assuming that the original was going to be made for TV though. So like I imagine this version maybe is a little bit more, maybe more graphic, but I'm not sure. I guess without watching the whole thing.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's a little more graphic, I guess.
They didn't hold back on the TV version. There is like language and stuff, but yeah, I didn't get far enough to really pick up all on differences.
Yeah, there are things I like about the 77 version better. I think overall the 79 version is better.
Mm.
Ray Winstone in an interview said that he prefers the 77 version because all of the kids were younger, so they seem more innocent and young.
Oh yeah, okay.
But by the time they filmed the 79 version, they were older, and he
That's
said
true.
it lost impact because of that.
Yeah.
I think the 79 version seems like it had a higher budget, and just like the filmmaking is better in general. One thing I like about the 77 version is there's that character Archer, which is like the hippie philosophical student. I like that there's a different actor that plays him in the 77 version, and I like his version better. But I could see why they went in the 79 version. He's more of an intellectual in the 79 version. In the 77 version, he plays it more like this sort of goofy hippie.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
But I have a clip from the 77 version, so you can see. So basically, in this scene,
have you ever read Alan Brooks' book on Churchill? I don't believe.
There you go. So this is Archer. He gets in trouble for meditating. So they're only, it's like these stupid arbitrary rules. So they have a rule like if it's raining, you're not allowed to exercise. And then they catch him meditating while it seemed like it was about to rain. So he gets sent to solitary confinement for a week for doing that.
Fucking assholes.
For meditating while it seemed rain was imminent.
I believe it though. Like if you see, yeah, this system is fucked.
But and this the way they do it in the 77 version to me is more oddly comedic. But I'll play the clip here.
Have you ever read Alan Brooks' book on Churchill?
I don't believe I've had that literary pleasure, sir.
You should. You should. 7 days in the block and lose 1 month.
Archer, the rule book. The rule book says exercise is dependent on the weather. It looked like rain. But it didn't, sir. Dirty cell, Archer. Governor's report.
Fuck, man.
That's called taking a bump.
Yeah. Jesus. Poor guy.
I mean, just based on, that I've only seen that clip, and I have obviously seen the whole movie of 79. I feel like I like the Archer in 79 better, but probably because I saw it first, and he was kind of like the one spot of light in the movie that wasn't just absolute depravity and depression and despair.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it more in the 79 like he's a character, the one character that's trying to make things better, the one where you think, okay, this guy is going to help turn things around, like he's going to be there, Martin Luther King Jr. or something.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't turn out. And then the 77, it's like more hopeless, like this is a goofy hippie that's going to eat shit at some point.
Oof. Yeah.
Like it seems more like there's yeah.
Like it's going to end badly for him.
Yeah, but I like to me the 70. It's more his character is more bleak but funnier.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the let me see here. And you guys know Ray Winstone? He's a really great actor. He's in. Have you seen Sexy Beast or
Yeah.
The Departed?
That was the first thing I was like, oh my gosh, it's baby Ray Winstone. That's so weird. I didn't know. I've seen him in anything previous to 2000.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I didn't know that version of him. you know, so it's cool to see him that way. That
But
young.
I think he's a little better in the 79 version. Also, another thing I was Googling, the Alan Clarke had a movie in 1985 called Contact about paratroopers in Northern Ireland. And somebody that worked on Full Metal Jacket said that Kubrick told him that he was a huge fan of that movie.
Wow.
And I always got the feeling that Full Metal Jacket seemed like it might have been influenced by Alan Clarke, having seen some other Alan Clarke movies. But that's the only information that I was able to find, that Kubrick said he was a fan of that movie Contact.
That's pretty high fucking praise, though. Can you imagine? Yeah, I made a movie. Kubrick said he liked it. Like, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah. But I would not be surprised if Kubrick intentionally took some influence from Alan Clarke for Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything facts to base it off of.
So it seemed like Alan Clarke really was a guy who really like had a lot to say, like, and he really wanted to say it, you know, like injustices and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, and I just like how succinct and brutal he is.
Yeah,
the way he does, because he comes out of the sort of kitchen sink school of British realism, but he's very just unflinching, in your face, and direct and compact.
Yeah,
like a lot of his movies are Scum. This one's a little longer, but some of his other movies are only an hour or 70 minutes, 75 minutes.
Yeah. Seemed like he wanted to make his stuff like realistic, like, you know, you wanted you to like feel maybe what that, you know, time was like or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. So to me, he has sort of a unique approach to the social documentary style drama.
Yeah.
Where it just feels more volatile and in your face.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I watched the movie on YouTube, and I was scrolling through the comments, and there were a lot of like British people, like older British people especially, that were commenting and like, yeah, I grew up around this time, and you know, stuff like that, and like, this is how it was. And so it seems like this movie really was impactful, especially like in the UK. Like, I just was scrolling through just thousands of comments of, you know, people talking about it.
Yeah, and James, they used to call TV movies, the screenplays, they used to call them teleplays instead of screenplays.
I guess I'd forgotten that too.
In the US. So, because originally when they did made-for-TV movies, they would just like film a play, like a live play.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I think it grew out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what James is talking about, because when I was reading the wiki page earlier too, and I was like, it says like based off the 77 play, and I was like, oh, or it might have said TV play, but it definitely said the word play in there.
Yeah, and then so the basic plot is Ray Winstone, he plays Carlin. He's a new trainee, is the term they use. It's called a borstal, which is basically like a juvenile detention center, is what we would call it. And then he rises through the corrupt ranks of the school to become a student enforcer. And at least when I initially saw this movie, I sort of took it like, I thought he was going to like fight the corruption, because they have like, I'm calling them the student enforcers, but you know, like there's like the the authority figures in charge. They have like student enforcers to go beat up various kids for various reasons. And then Carlin doesn't put up with that shit, and he starts attacking them. I thought it was like going to lead to where he's more cleaning up the school kind of thing, but it's more he becomes one of them, or he replaces them.
Yeah.
I also came into it with the wrong attitude. Like I was my I would thought like, Ray Winstone comes in, and then the previous head bully or the daddy is picking on him. And I was like, oh, Ray Winstone he's gonna fuck you up, and he's gonna take your place, and then he's gonna clean this place up, and then when he did, confront the main bully and take his place, I was like, yeah, let's go. And then it was like, oh, but nothing's gonna change. It's hopeless, and yeah, as you can see from what transpired after that, it just gets worse and worse. And it's one of those movies that I just am like, when I'm talking about to somebody, it's like, hey, do you want to feel awful? Watch this movie.
Yeah, like I guess that was the kind of the point of the movie. It was the fact that this system just corrupted everybody, like even the people that worked there. Like it just was not good on any level. There was no good came of this the Borstal system or whatever.
Yeah, and the guy Archer has a speech about that.
Yeah,
where he basically what you said in terms of about changing the system, and he just gets yelled at.
Yeah, I guess they didn't like rehab that system until like it went on for way too long. I guess they didn't rehab it, I think, until like the 2000s or something like that. I read in England. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it wasn't that late, but it was way later than it probably should have. I read a little bit about that because I'd never heard of that system, the Borstal thing. Never even heard that word before.
Yeah, I just knew it from this movie.
Yeah, but it was a real thing.
I had to look because I read something. 82 officially abolished the Borstal system in the UK.
82, yeah.
But they're I mean, the empire stretched over the world, so they were still around. As of 2014, there are 20 functioning Borstal schools in India. So it's still around, but
yeah, maybe they're doing it differently. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so the scene where the Carlin goes into the game room, and he like in the towel he puts the cue balls.
Yeah. Oh, I was so excited.
He just knocks the. I just love the. I think it's partially the sound effect, but when he knocks the guy out with the cue ball or whatever, it reminded me of Out for Justice when Steven Seagal does that.
Yeah.
And hits the guy in the face twice. Like he hits him once, and he's like, "You fucking knocked my teeth out," and then he just hits him again.
Oh, that would hurt so bad too.
The absolute best Steven Seagal movie.
I agree completely.
Brutal.
And then I love the gym scene where they play like the murder ball or whatever it is. So it's basically like a shoot battle royal, but with the ball. And he's like, no punching in the face, no biting, no kicking in the balls. Other than that, you could, choke people out, do whatever you want. Drop kicks.
Kick him in the head.
To go after this ball. And I do like it is a little different it's more chaotic and crazy in the 77 version. But the same idea. And then so you have the basically when the movie starts, you have the three new students. There's Carlin, Angel, and Davis. And Angel is the black kid. So like, in modern day you have this I love that the I don't know what their titles are, but the authority figure that just a constant stream of racism.
Yeah.
And N-word this and that, and then he warns Angel. He's like, I'm not going to do the accent, but he basically tells him, word of warning, the boys on this block are a bit prejudiced.
Yeah.
After
Oh.
the stream of Jungle Bee and N-word. It's like, you don't say.
Yeah. I think he was expecting it at that point.
And then the sort of interesting thing about my own reaction to this movie is like there's certain scenes like I was just laughing out loud because they're just so in your face and horrible.
It is.
But the thing that just made me laugh my ass off was when the guy cuts the promo on Angel. So basically, like when they're going out for the run, and he tells the student enforcers, "Hey, the new Jungle Bee."
Oh God.
I'm not going to say the term.
No.
The new child that is part of our roster. Can you beat the fuck out of him? Teach him a lesson. And then they do, and then he basically screams at him for getting beat up. Like that promo he cuts, that racist promo, I was just laughing, like it's because it's just so horrible. Like the nicest thing he says is like, would you fall out of a banana tree?
Jesus Christ.
He gets on report because his room is messed up after they beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Then he says like steal black man's car, steal the white man's car, get the white man's stick.
Yeah, because they're all in there for different things. They all like stole something, or yeah.
And then they do a similar thing with Davis, where the guy lets him borrow his radio and then reports it stolen, so then he can get yelled at. So it's sort of like a real prison where it's like you have the newbie coming in and they gotta like fuck with them, and it's like I don't know, any prison movie you've ever seen. It's like we gotta fuck this guy in the ass to teach him a lesson because he's new.
Yeah, it's not much better than it's not much better than a prison that you've seen.
And then Davis is sort of the character that seems younger and more sensitive, and that's not going to end well. He ends up unaliving himself after he gets sexually assaulted, which is one of the main things why that 77 movie did not air originally. I think because of the sexual assault. But yeah, I don't think it's as bad.
Probably not as bad, no. But who knows?
That was rough.
Yeah.
And there's the other black guy, Tone.
It's hard to tell, huh? Yeah.
He has that lady read the letter from his family. Do you remember that scene? And then she's like, "Oh, it seems like your dog died or something." And he's like, "No, that's my wife."
Yeah.
And she does not give a fuck at all.
The matron.
Yeah.
When you said about Toyne or whatever his name is, I must admit I had to put on subtitles after. I was like, I can't. I gotta. I need some training wheels because half of this I know I'm not getting.
Those accents they're hard accents.
Yeah, I would say in terms of that, the worst is like I've seen a couple movies that took place in rural Scotland, so not in Glasgow.
Oh, geez.
Can't understand
places in Scotland.
Can't understand anything.
There's that movie Ratcatcher, and then there's who played Begbie in Trainspotting?
Which character? Oh, I guess
Carlisle, Robert Carlisle.
Oh, okay.
There's a movie he's in where he's like part of a union or something, but like I could not understand anything they were saying, so I had to have subtitles.
Yeah,
for both of those movies.
I used to have a British friend that lived around me, and even he told me that when he lived in England, he said even I can't really understand Scottish people, and he's like I was interacting with them all the time. Oh man.
Oh really?
Maybe not all of them, but he said he's like a lot of them. Yeah, unless you're Scottish, you just don't know what they're saying.
Interesting.
I was kind of ashamed. I was like, I've watched British movies before. I'm okay. And then after about 15 minutes, I was like, yeah,
It's almost like the more British movies you watch, you learn that you kind of learn that all their, like, they have different, dialects and accents, just kind of like we do. Even though their country's a lot smaller, but it's like certain British people, it's like, God damn.
Yeah. There's like,
what are you saying?
Because if it's like the posh London, that's like the easiest to understand.
right.
Yeah, you can understand every word, and but then there's
better.
Yes.
They probably think so.
There's like the Cockney and the Liverpool and
or where Ozzy was from. What's that?
Birmingham.
Birmingham. Don't pronounce it Birmingham.
Birmingham.
It's not ham.
Birmingham.
It's not ham. They'll get mad.
How embarrassing.
It's like in Australia too that you can't say what's it called? I can't remember the city. But Americans say it wrong.
Adelaide. I don't know.
No, it's one of the other ones.
Well, I can only think of Sydney, but I know there's another big one.
Yeah, the one that I'm forgetting, obviously.
All right. I don't think I was aware of that, but
I had who told me that
Melbourne.
What's his name? Yeah.
Melbourne. Melbourne.
We say we say
Melbourne.
We say Melbourne in America,
Okay.
and they say it or they say Melbourne.
Melbourne.
They just skip all the letters.
I didn't just search Wikipedia about big Australian cities. I totally remembered it by myself.
Yeah, that's true. The way I've heard that is because they have the Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
And so that I've heard interviews with comedians that played it and mentioned that, actually, now that you mentioned it.
What's his name? You guys might know him. I haven't talked to him in a while. He's got the YouTube channel, the Simon, Australian, not British Simon, Australian Simon.
Explosive
Action.
Yeah.
I was just watching his channel.
He actually told me that a couple of years ago. I talked to him for a while, and he said that that's like consistently what Americans annoy Australians when they say Melbourne, because we say Melbourne or Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Because we want to pronounce all the letters in there, every one of them.
It's so funny how butthurt people get about mispronouncing, and it happens here. There's Traverse City up here, and if people aren't from around here, they say Traverse, and we're like,
Traverse.
"Oh, you freaking idiot!" Traverse.
How did you not know that instantly or instinctively?
And then there's Missouri and Missouri.
Missouri.
Like if you're from Missouri, you pronounce it that way.
I might have said Traverse City wrong had I not known it through, because of Marty. I'm not sure now.
Right.
Yeah, now I'm not sure because I never heard of the city until I knew
Marty.
Yeah,
if you just read that word, that's what you would say. But
yeah, but fuck off, non-local
loser.
Yeah, don't come to my town and say it wrong.
The Melbourne identity.
The Melbourne identity. That's awesome. That can be James's spoof.
Well, why don't you just name your city normal?
Yeah.
Instead of being fancy.
Or spell it.
Why is it my problem?
Yeah.
Why don't you fix it on your end, buddy?
Yeah. Exactly.
Call it Ralphville. Then I know how to pronounce it. It's pronounced Ralphville.
Yeah. I could just read it and say it.
It's actually Rafeville.
Oh,
yeah. Rafe. Oh, I never understood that.
Rafe Fiennes.
Mr. Fiennes. I remember when somebody explained that to me when I was like a kid, and I was like, I don't understand. It like broke my brain. Like, you can't do that. You can't spell your name a name and then pronounce it a different name.
You should go to a Ralph Fiennes signing and just call him Ralphie the entire time. Yo, Ralphie, you want to sign something for me?
Oh, I bet he'd
Hey, Ralphie.
Because he's British too, so he'd probably be like, he'd take it extra offensive since you're an American.
Hey, yo! My name is spelled luxury yacht, but it's pronounced throat wobbler mangrove.
luxury yacht. Hey, yo, Ralph.
All right, back to the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically the two unalivings, it leads to so Carlin instigates the protest where they do the riot at the food hall. So again, this gives you impression that this is going to lead to something. But then like the coda where the end sequence where the governor gives the speech basically implies that they're sort of trapped there and nothing's ever going to change.
There's no
That
escape.
was because I think the ending seems abrupt, but I think that's why it's just sort of supposed to give you the idea that whatever they were trying to achieve is just cut off and nothing's going to change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys had the same idea.
Yeah, I think felt like he didn't want to draw the ending out and make it seem like there was hope or anything.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, for the most part.
I didn't say anything because I felt the same thing, so I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Well put.
I think it's impactful though. Yeah, I like. I don't want to say I like the ending. I don't like, but I like how it. Yeah, I like how it's. I think it's impactful to have it end that way.
Yeah, I guess I wish. I don't like to do any research before I watch the movie because I feel like that taints it a little bit. But I guess maybe I wish that I had known that it was a bit more of a realistic take. I guess because I was really kind of expecting like a triumphant ending, or we're gonna change something, or they're gonna find out what's going on here, and the authorities are gonna turn it around. And it was just no. This is what it is.
That's a good point.
You got beat up. You're all bloody, and we're putting you in solitary at the end.
Yeah.
The Project Hail Mary ending.
I guess that was the ending, or I guess he made that ending because he wanted it to reflect what that system was really like. There was no hope until they finally reformed it, but pretty fucked, man.
Yeah, because then it ends up being that Carlin sort of joins the system, but then he fights back, and sort of neither really help.
Mm-hmm.
From what I read on a lot of the comments too, I guess I can't say this for sure, but so a lot of people were saying, like, especially the older British people were saying that, like, they were saying that basically that system was born out of like the war, World War II. It was like all the veterans and stuff were all shell shocked, and just that generation was kind of fucked, and then they pretty much like tortured the next generation, by just being abusive and kind of tyrannical, and that's kind of where that system was born from, is basically a product of World War II, essentially.
Yeah, because it feels like they're teaching trouble students like they're in the Marines.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than human beings.
Yeah, like I guess all those wardens and people that would work in those positions, they were all like ex-soldiers and stuff. So they were all very damaged people, trying, not exactly probably the best people to have in that position, but well, it happened.
That's a good point.
But I didn't know any of that until I read, did a little bit of reading.
Well, good on you, Mr. Research.
Well, I was just like, I wonder what the people are saying in the comments, and I for once, YouTube actually had some decent comments. It was like, oh, wow, a bunch of older British people, giving their perspectives and stuff. It was actually pretty cool.
It wasn't all caps, fake and gay.
I was going to say that.
And no one called anyone else a cuck.
You're cuck if you like this movie.
Yeah, or if you can't handle it.
Yeah.
You think it's bleak? What a pussy.
Yeah. So So what's a comparable movie I would recommend would be Made in Britain with Tim Roth playing a skinhead.
Yeah, I'm curious about that one. That sounds intense.
Sort of a punk rock movie.
Almost like the Russell Crowe romper stomper type, type movie.
But Romper Stomper the early years.
Yeah.
Is Made in Britain.
Cool. I'm curious. Like Tim Roth.
Yeah, and this is young because it's like 82 or something.
Damn. Yeah, he's got to be 20s or something.
I think he was a teenager. I can look it up.
I never saw Tim Roth in the 80s. Probably not until the 90s.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think I saw him.
Oh yeah, so when they filmed it, he was probably like 20, but he was pretty skinny. Like he could definitely pass for 15 in the movie.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Humble beginnings.
I'm just looking at the cover of the DVD. It says "Music by the Exploited."
That's cool.
Don't they have like a kind of a hooligan fan base? Is that why? I don't know. That's the impression I always got about them.
That would make sense. Yeah, like that Scotland coffee soundtrack coffee.
This is a hipster reissue. It's not an OG, but they do the thing where they basically completely recreate the original pressing.
Yeah, it looks like they did it.
I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no need to modern it up and ruin it.
They should have put ringwear on it too.
Yeah, but I've seen that too.
Oh no!
Where they do reissues and they add ringwear.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I just said that to be a dick.
That's so stupid.
No, I've seen I know I've seen that before.
That's
cool.
So terrible idea.
The album I had up last time, and I didn't remember to bring it up. I don't know if you guys know about this one. Crypt of Caribous.
Yeah, they're awesome.
The Swedish band.
Yeah. That's a cool cover. I never saw that.
I do not know them.
This is the reissue cover, but the original cover on the CD was pretty shitty.
That's fucking cool.
So they went more with the H.P. Lovecraft cover.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard that. Is that an EP?
No, it's an album.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard that album. I've heard some of their other stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, this is sort of difficult. This is the band, and there's a lady keyboard player. This is her. And it's maybe 93, 94 or something. Swedish, but it's unique kind of prog death metal.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like your typical Swedish death metal at all.
Okay.
It's sort of hard to describe, but
yeah,
I would maybe like.
You'd like him, Scott. Scott would dig him for sure.
Yeah, it's like maybe Nocturnus meets I don't know, Individual Thought Patterns.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some death.
I'm
in there.
embarrassed. It sounds like something I should know about.
Some proggy death. Yeah.
But there's a lot of variety.
Yeah.
So there's like there's some certain parts that sound like melodic Swedish death metal. There's even like some doomy parts. Like it's a bit all over the place, but it's really cool. And
I want to say like Dive Bomb Records might have re-released on CD some of their stuff.
I'm not sure.
I think the album I used to listen to, I think it was called like World Mythos or something like that. I'll look it up.
No, this is World of Myths. It is
World of Myths. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one. Just different cover. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good album. And then I might have heard like a demo too.
Yeah, but like a really original sound. But there is some of that Nocturnus sci-fi creepy keyboards in there and some of the sort of thrashy riffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a little underrated band for sure. They didn't have like a lot of music. Like I think they maybe one album and then some demos and maybe an EP, something like that.
That sounds right.
Yeah, not like a super long discography or anything.
I feel like if you didn't fit into, ripping off Entombed or ripping off In Flames
From Sweden.
out of the Swedish
For
90s
sure,
scene,
yeah.
like you got sort of lost in the shuffle.
That's a good point because everyone wanted to hear the at the gates and stuff. Yeah. At the time.
Tom, there's a 3-disc set of everything they've ever done from the Crypt. So
Oh, it was the Crypt.
Wow.
That's right. Is it
But
still?
yeah, you're right. There's the full length, couple demos, couple EPs. That's it.
I'll have to check Discogs and see if that's still because I think is the Crypt still around or
I don't know actually.
I thought that might be one of those labels that shut down. So that means you got to go pay Discogs prices.
Right.
Hopefully not.
Not great.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I would like to get some of their stuff now because they're a really cool band. I've never actually owned anything from, and now I want. Now I feel like I must.
Yeah, I got this from Ground Zero Salem
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
when he's doing his distro. Yeah, I got it from that.
Okay.
So this is something I always wanted to hear, and he had it on there.
Damn. Yeah, I should have picked that up too.
All right. I think I said everything I wanted to say about Scum. I like the movie a lot. I think the 77 version is good too. There are things I prefer about either version.
I wonder if there's a set that has both movies on. That would be really cool.
There's a DVD
Okay.
set that has both. There is a Blu-ray of Scum. I don't know if it has both versions.
I was just going to say I should order that, and then wait, why? Why do I need to own that?
Yeah, that's true.
So I can watch it one time.
When the Queen comes over, you're like, you dumb bitch! Look what you've done. This is your fault.
These are your people.
Yes. So there's a Blu-ray of Scum 79. I'm not sure if it might, as a bonus, have the 77 version, but I'm not sure. I think Arrow released there's Kino. I think both Kino and Arrow released Scum. So, not sure.
Look forward to a Clarke box set so Tom can put that next to his Perkle box set.
Yeah, all the
or what was that called? What was that called? The family
Ormond.
The Ormond family.
Yeah.
Those would go good sitting next to each other.
All right. I think that's about it. Do you guys have any final comments about Scum?
It was a very effective movie, and I probably will never watch it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
It made me feel terrible.
Yeah. I would say the Firm with Gary Oldman is less depressing out of his movies.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
It may be more fun, but you'll definitely need subtitles for that.
Okay.
Like him coming in and screaming at his wife because he was out drinking with the boys. It's good stuff. Gary Oldman just unleashed in that movie.
Unleashed Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Pre-Americanized.
Yeah.
Gary or Hollywoodized.
Yeah, as Brit as you can get.
Yeah, that's what we want. You guys ever see like early like Liam Neeson movies? Like before he was, a big star?
Well, yeah, but I remember him as a character actor because he's in Crawl and he's he pops up in various movies, but just as small roles. I don't think I've seen a big role of his where he, early in his career that I can think of.
He's in this one cool movie that I'll have to find it. I don't know it, but he plays like a fighter, like a bare knuckle boxer or something like that, and that's a really good movie.
I haven't seen that. I know what you're talking about.
He's all young and all shredded. He's looking like Brad Pitt and shit, like from Fight Club. It's a good movie. It's pretty brutal, like a lot of fight scenes and stuff. And he's probably, I would guess, he's probably in his mid-20s if I were to guess. Yeah, good one.
Okay, and next show we'll again do 2 weeks, 1 p.m. I like this schedule.
Yeah, it was good actually.
The Brock schedule. Well, now he's retired, having seen WrestleMania.
What? He retired?
You didn't hear about that? Well,
no.
He at the end of the match he loses and he takes his gloves off, and throws him on the ring.
Oh yeah.
Throws him down. And
I'm
then
sorry, I thought you said The Rock.
Oh no, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll never be back. He won't be in Saudi Arabia. Don't worry.
No. Well, he's a man of integrity. He's like, Brock, will you take $5 million to do a 2-minute squash match? Absolutely not. I'm a man of integrity. How dare you?
I retired in front of those fans. What will they think of me?
Yeah.
They won't care.
Anyways, have you guys seen any found footage movies before the Blair Witch Project?
Last broadcast.
Oh, Last Broadcast. Yeah, that's right.
I feel like there was another one that I saw, but I can't think of it.
I feel like there's one like a famous one I'm thinking of, but I can't. Yeah, I can't remember.
Well,
semi-famous.
The movie I'm picking is, to me, sort of the found footage hidden gem, in my opinion. It's a found footage movie from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
And it's coming up. It's called 84 Charlie Mopic. If you can imagine like the sort of last third of Full Metal Jacket, but as a found footage movie.
That'd be interesting.
Wow.
So this is a Vietnam found footage movie from the late 80s.
Wow.
Way before Blair Witch.
Yeah.
It is on YouTube in a high quality version. The version I always had was just a rip of the VHS.
Okay.
So it is on YouTube. So
Cool.
I don't know if I don't think it has like a Blu-ray or anything, or even a DVD. And Cannibal Holocaust, but that's only just part of the movie.
And I guess you could call that mockumentary if you're splitting hairs.
Yeah, so that's like however amount of the so that's partial found footage, but this is total found
Completely.
footage.
Interesting.
That might be a little risque for YouTube.
Why?
Well, yeah, you couldn't. You probably wouldn't want to show any slides. Banned.
Yeah. Well, even just that you schedule a Cannibal Holocaust discussion, YouTube will probably just be no.
We're just not going to allow that to happen. Oh, it might be a trigger word too. Like if you just put like Holocaust in your title,
Oh, yeah.
that might not fly.
Telling you, man, take it to Rumble.
James can follow us over there.
All right. I think that's it. We went over the 2 hours. I do apologize. I have to go to the bathroom again. I drank too much Gatorade. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I cut myself off after the 1 cup of coffee. Luckily, that was smart.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, James and Portia.
Yeah.
With some great info about Scum.
Yeah, came in dropping facts.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Yeah, he also mentioned, Mick Ford in the 79 film. And the guy, David Thrall was unavailable to replay Archer. So that's why that happened.
Cool.
All right. Thank you, boys. So, 2 weeks, 84 Charlie Mopic we'll discuss and then talk about what we've been watching.
And go listen to Sham 69, James says. I never heard him. I'll check him out. Punk rock, I think.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I've never. Smashing as always. We're going to pretend to be Brits.
Smashing.
Hello, governor.
I love it. I love it.
Pip pip.
Pip pip cheerio.
All right.
What you got that in there, eh?
Oh God.
In it.
In it.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry, British people. We
have a good
don't
day.
get you.
And then some links I have an Instagram and Letterboxd, which I have to update.
I gotta check out Letterboxd finally. Letterboxd. I don't have an account.
We'll start one. You can get a free account
today.